Good afternoon, everybody watching us live on UBC TV. My name is Ruben Ampi Mashivira. I'm sorry for the delay. Of course, we are remembering the life of Kobe, and Eddie Mwesi, the producer, makes it a point to get us through that journey. You know, it is not easy to understand, to digest and internalize the fact that Kobe is no more. And some of us who have been part of the NBA, as in watching NBA, you couldn't live life without Kobe. And the Lakers family, the people at the Triple Center will always remember Kobe. Well, today I have a special guest in studio, and that is Ambassador of Mbarara City, as well as the soccer agent, Ronnie Santos. He's here to discuss the league. You know, the league has been on, and of course, so many players move without agents. Alan Oke recently moved from KCCA, so we want to understand who does what in terms of being the middleman between a player and a club, as well as talk about the league, where we have a big game today. That is URA taking on KCCA. And if URA beat KCCA, they might jump up to third of the log. Or if they lose against KCCA, they will actually remain fifth. Yes, that is if KCCA gets their A game and goes ahead to get the 3 points. Ronnie Santos.
Yes, boss.
Good afternoon.
Very fine, sir.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
I can see Mbarara City all over you.
Yeah, I'm first of all, I'm Mbarara City fan.
Okay.
And I'm one of the ambassadors of Mbarara City. And it is a team from home.
Okay.
I'm a very good fan of KCCA. That is before Mbarara City was formed. But when Mbarara City came on, I said, why not home?
Okay. More like me, I support Red Star because I come from
Is it still there?
It plays, is it a big league? I don't know.
Anyway.
But good to see you, Santos.
Thank you, bro.
How have you been?
I've been okay. We are in the market. The transfers are going on.
Okay.
I'm supposed to finish a transfer between today and tomorrow.
Of which player?
Our player is called Kipson Atirwe.
Okay.
Yeah, he has been in Cambodia. Now he's going still in Asia. I'll be letting know the public.
Okay.
Which team is going to, but India majorly. Yeah, it is in India.
Okay, talking about soccer agents, our view out there, you know, it is not easy to understand the player. Okay, like you look at there are so many agents in Europe. There's Pinza, Harvey. We have so many other agents around Europe, but of course, the best is actually Raiola. For me, if you ask me, Mr. Raiola, who's the best agent in Europe. But Santos is also a local agent regarding football. He sells players, and of course gets somewhere. And if you have a son or a player who needs marketing, maybe Ronnie Santos is here. He can find you a club, and of course, if your player will be able to either play in the top league or even travel to Europe and play football, not Vietnam where there is so much rice. Santos, I want to understand this thing of agents before going to the league. If I am a player and I want you to get me a club, how much do I need to pay or do I need to pay?
Some agents actually ask money, that is to be under his agents, depending on the conditions he has. But I'm not that. What I normally do, actually I don't recruit players that normally come asking me to be their agents.
Okay.
I have my scouts around. They go, if they see you and they like you, then they contact me, they tell me, no, here there is a player and I think we can work with him. And I will always actually watch Copa Coca-Cola. I watch university leagues, though I'm not big. Okay. People may not see me when I come, but I always come, watch Uganda Premier League, Copa Big League, watch Masaza. I mean, my scouting has been directly in the local leagues, like you said, University League, Copa Coca-Cola. Then, of course, the Super League.
What about Masaza?
Yeah, I got one player from Masaza. It's called Jude Semugavi, one of the best and, of course, the promising players we have in the country. Yeah. I took him to Mbarara City, my team, and he's doing very well, though he's been hampered with injuries, but, of course, he's going to come up and, of course, make it. So some agents ask money. I don't know them. But I know some of them are asking the players money to be under their agents. But I don't think it is good to me. I don't know how they do it, but I think it is not good. But also some agents pay money. I don't pay a player to be under my management. All I do is I actually recruit you, make a good profile for you, make a good CV, have a video team. Peter is one of them. We make a very good video for you. We'll have a YouTube channel.
Peter Mutabazi?
Yes, he's one of the editing team.
Okay.
So, I mean, I do not pay them. Maybe a player I can buy him maybe playing boots, That is in case I really have, because an agent is not supposed to be buying all those. However, in Uganda, where the income is still at a low level, especially in where they are playing from, some of them are not paid money. So you find it hard that an agent is not going to pay you. However, we sometimes give them some little money and just for survival.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The reason why I invited Santos to come in, I've had so many issues with the players not getting their commission after being sold to clubs. Alan Chambade, players who left Uganda for greener pastures, have always struggled to get their bonuses in terms of transfer fees, because the players are supposed to get some small money or sign on for what, but some agents in Uganda run away with the money. So Ronnie Santos is here to explain to us what it is required. But for him, he says he doesn't need any money from you, the player. Just come to him, be under his agency, you'll be able to get a club. The only question I'm left to ask him is the destination of a player. You said Cambodia, Indonesia, Azerbaijan, Malawi. So why don't you take our player to the Serie A, to Italy, to England, to Spain, Netherlands, France? Can't you have such connections?
You're very, very right.
Yes.
I first of all appreciate. Thank you for having asked me a very good question. We have one problem in Uganda. Our boys are not exposed. We haven't played, big leagues. I'm talking about CAF Champions League. I'm talking about CAF Confederations Cup. I'm talking about, players, our Ugandan players, to be exposed. It is when he's 27, when he's 30. Some of them are 35, and that's when they are seen. To play in a league like Italian Serie A, to play in a league like, English Premier League, you must have played maybe under 17 African Cup of Nations, and they see you. You must have played maybe under 20 African Cup of Nations, maybe Olympic Games, of which our teams are not doing well, and actually our team has not been qualifying. We must appreciate Engineer Moses Magogo since he came in. You see, yes, we must admit that.
If you say we, you the who?
No. The whole Ugandans who understand football.
Okay, football fans.
On behalf of every person who understands Ugandan football.
Okay.
By the way, I'm not
We've come a long way.
I can confirm, I'm not a fan of Magogo Moses.
But
I believe he has done what he has done. I put a credit there.
Okay.
To me, I believe youth football. He's putting in much emphasis on youth football under 17. You see our team is qualifying. You see our team actually was going to play African Cup of Nations under 17. To me, I believe that is the way to go. And of course, putting up the youth league. So you see our boys, a player like Aaron Okero, without this youth football under 17 Premier League, we would not have him. Only that the roles are put there, but they are not, followed. For instance, we are talking about each team that starts or that plays. They should have around 3 players in the squad. That is no longer followed. It is no longer worked up. They are not following it. They put on the roles, but they are not, emphasizing the roles to work.
Okay.
However, we must appreciate that maybe 2-3 years to go, we will be there. However, what we need to know that to have a player play in Italian Serie A, to have a player play in English Premier League, those elite leagues, we must produce the player when he's still young. At 16, 17, then we take him there. You cannot take a player at 28 years to Italian Serie A. You see what happened to Bwana Samata. He was in TP Mazembe. From TP Mazembe, went to Racing Genk in Belgium. He has been in Belgium for, I think, 5 years now. That is very easy for you to go to Europe. That is very easy to go to Premier League. He has gone in Aston Villa. Of course, the environment, he will take time to adopt, but he will. He's a very good striker. He has a shape, and he's a fighter. He's very shabby up front, so he's going to make it. We have players here, but they are not nurtured well. For instance, the manners, the character, the habits. What the Uganda Premier League does is all about registering a player. You play, you give them the little money, or they get some money from sponsors, and they go home. That's not. They need to sensitize players. These football clubs, we should have FIFA instructors come teach these young boys about money management, about anger management. Our players are failing to play abroad because of money. It is 1 point money. I believe we have only 2 players, either Mia and Onyango. Those are the players who understand what professionalism is. I'm very sorry to all other players.
What about
my brother?
Players I'm happy
you are not that journalist who will always go and write something he doesn't know. You have asked someone who knows.
Yes.
I know a bit of it. Our players, the biggest problem is money sharing. That's why they are not performing well. That's why they are going there and they come back. They go there.
They are failing.
They believe to play football is leisure. They do not know that it is business.
It is hard work.
One, first of all, 80% of our footballers in Uganda did not go to school, maybe. I don't know. But that 80%, that one is confirmed. So it is hard for them. It is very hard to explain to a player that I've taken you to Barcelona. I've taken you to TP Mazembe. My friend, you are earning $10,000. Mine is 10%. I'm going to be earning $1,000 from your $10,000 per month.
Is it a must? It is my money.
No.
It is
what
my
is the
money.
role of an agent? What is the role of an agent?
You sold me, it is okay. I give you commission.
No, who sold you? What is the role of an agent? I'm a football agent. I do not get paid by people watching me. I get paid by the job I do. I fly, I put in my match money, I buy air tickets, go to Nairobi, go to Tanzania, go to Juba, go to Belgium to look for market. I expect when I do the job, you pay me. It is my job. That's what's put. That is what is putting money.
Negotiate more. If I'm worth $4 million,
yes,
negotiate and they pay you. They pay 6 to take your 2 as a commission.
No.
My weekly salary is not part of you as my agent. Why should I?
It is actually even FIFA states about it.
Okay.
So what our players are worried of? I mean, we have a very big problem. Our players are not behaving well. That's why you see they go to Tanzania, they go to Zambia, and their contracts are terminated. One, if a Ugandan player is demanding, the club hasn't paid them for three months, he would be the first person to confront the others. No way, we have to get the money. He starts quarreling.
Okay.
I mean, they are not patient. Two, they doesn't respect their job. Some of them don't train. After going there, start sleeping in the hotels. I haven't experienced that under my management. Among the players I'm managing, fortunately, I haven't gotten that. But I understand some players are not training. That's why their contracts are terminated. They don't want to fight. And, of course, being poor, from a very poor background home, when he gets $30,000, he feels the world is done. That is around 120 millions. Ugandan shillings, that he feels is the king of the village. He feels he's the king of the world, and he will not go to train, he will not go on to add on what he has. And he feels it is done. That's why they are no longer praying. They don't get time to pray because they do not really fit in. But of course, a player like Alan Okello, there are some other players who are very, 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 working hard. A player like Mia Farouk, I can bet my money that he will play in the English Premier League unless otherwise.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, what about the age? I mean, some players, Santos, have always lied about their age. I will tell you, I will report to you from what I get from people in Buyukwe, but where I come from. They always ask you, how old is Farouk Mia? How old is Alan Okello? How come Alan Okello at 18 was playing in the league? Where was he? Then I tell them that he was a student at Shibuli, and then they spotted him from there, and then gave him an opportunity. So you as an agent, how do you determine the age of players? What if you are lied to, the player is 30 and says 21? How do you handle that?
There are three things. Someone to tell you the truth, and then of course you will never have evidence for someone to tell you the truth. You can't give an evidence and say, please, he has told me the truth. But then of course it is only the mom, the dad, and the person. Sometimes the person may not know his age. It is the mom and dad. So I don't want to be in that group that always goes on and say this player is old, this player is not old. Cheating age, I don't know whether it is happening. I haven't seen it, but of course I've seen it in many teams. We saw one player in Rwanda who was in Congo, Ekitamia, who had problems with age. I haven't seen it in Uganda, and I really believe these players like Mia Farouk, he was in Kupa Coca-Cola. UNEB has the records. UNEB has the records. Even when you go to Chitende, I think they have the records. Mia is a young boy. Then I actually had an argument yesterday. One person was actually talking about Ismail Watenga, saying Ismail Watenga cannot be 24 years. I was actually telling him, man, this boy completed Senior 6 in 2016 at St. Mary's Kitende. You want to tell me he completed Senior 6 when he was 23? So anyway, age, I don't want us to discuss about that. In my opinion, I believe we go with what is wrong.
Okay, Patrick Kadu, one of the stars who was at scored the goal was at AFCON. It is believed that he's 23 years. Is it true?
Yes, of course. That's what he says, and there is nobody who can prove it is only him.
But you, the agents, I think, have a mechanism of knowing that Ruben might say is 30, but the way he's running, it runs like a 38-year-old. Can't you detect that as agents?
Not, of course. You cannot detect age by seeing someone. That is, to me, that is cheap thinking.
Okay.
And I've seen players who look too old, like Carlos Tevez.
Yeah, true.
You look at him and you believe maybe this boy is 40, but he tells you I'm 35. Look at Fernando Torres. You look at Fernando Torres, he tells he's 35, but he looks to be 29.
True.
I mean, you just can't define someone's age by looking at him.
By the looks
I believe that
the
is,
body.
that is
You're
not
right
real.
there. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So, Santos, how long have you been an agent?
I've been an agent since 2013.
That is about 7 years?
Yes, yes.
Well, and then what is your agency?
Ronnie Santos Sports Agents.
Why would you have to have a name? Ronnie Santos, why can't we have a different name but not your names?
You know, football is full of mafias.
Okay.
I may register a company and someone comes it and takes it away. That's why you've not had any Ronnie Santos in Uganda. I don't know, maybe if they are going to be born, but I think I'm one.
Okay, take us to your success story about the players you've actually sold to clubs. Give us a few names, those who have been successful and they are still working for those clubs.
There are very, very many. Of course, among the top ones, of course, Karidaucho. I took Karidaucho to India, from India to Egypt. I took Dennis Iguma to Lebanon. Actually, I'm the one who opened the Middle East country in Uganda. All these players whom you've seen going to Iraq, whom you've seen going to Lebanon, it's me who opened up. Yeah. Dennis Iguma to Lebanon, from there to Kuwait. Then I also took Hassan Waswat, Iraq. Also took Brian Omonyi to India, though he got injured and came back. I've had players like, of course, many. Sambu. There are very many. There are very many. Juko Murshid. There are many players.
How about Tony Maweji?
Tony Maweji has an agent. I had a deal with him. I was taking him to Scotland, but he didn't go there. I think he has another agent. He's now in Kuwait, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I saw him 2 weeks ago.
Then it means maybe he's in a leave.
Like, I saw him here 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
when
sometimes
Eddie reminded me when Maweji was hosted on Star TV. I was here and I was wondering what is up to here.
That's you're asking for many people. When you see, for instance, now a player like Marco Asensio at Madrid is injured. So when he gets a little bit free and he can move, the club can give him authority to go and check on his family. Because, you know, these players do not have time to have maybe time to go for holidays. For instance, his club goes for a summer, or I mean a tour during holidays, rather off season. So when a player is here, don't think his contract is terminated. Maybe he's here for holidays. You don't know the agreement, the arrangement he has with the club. So maybe he didn't come for Christmas, and maybe they agreed towards February, you will go home and see your parents, see your dad. Who knows? Maybe he came to see his wife is sick. And when he's here to come to check on his family, it doesn't mean he shouldn't move, because the journalists will see him and start quarreling. This boy has run away from his club. Like you see, Ruben, you work here on UBC TV. We expect you to give us sports every day. So the day you miss it doesn't mean you have been fired.
Yeah, that is true.
So we need to understand that. Football is like any other industry. It is like any other business, and we must respect it as well. Okay,
Ronnie Santos, you talked about the success story of so many players, Dennis Iguma, Karidaucho. Those are big stars who have moved to bigger clubs. Now, do you have any project of nurturing our young boys? Let's say I have a 5-year-old boy, a 7-year-old boy. Do you work with academies? For example, Excel Junior Academy, we have Edgar Youth Academy. So do you work close with them to get the players and try to get them when they're still young, at the age of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so that by 17, like how you are, Odoi, the Chelsea player, was spotted at a young age, went through the Chelsea ranks, and now is a star playing at Chelsea. So do you have such an initiative where, or such a program, or do you look at yourself being such an agent who has an academies where you can pick players and then sell them to Europe or any other continent?
It's very unfortunate we don't have an academy in Uganda.
We have Excel Academy.
No.
What? They're not academies.
Those are called programs. Those are called programs. No, Ruben, you
Santos,
are...
I beg, educate me here.
No,
you
are an
come here and brag.
You are an elite.
And tell us that there's Excel Academy, Edgar Youth Academy, they are liars.
Edgar is my friend. He's a responsible person. I very much respect him.
Okay.
I respect Mujib of ProLine. Those are not academies. Do you know where they reside? Do you know where? You know, in an academy, you learn language, you learn football, you learn academics. It is not all about calling people, they pay you 10,000 per day, you train them and they go home and you just convince people that it is an academy.
Okay.
No, don't. We don't have an academy in Uganda.
Some of us who gave them our sons, are we
No, it is called a football program. It's called football
not
program.
An academy.
Yeah.
But
why you see
there is Excel Youth Academy.
No,
there is
that is very wrong.
Academy.
That is very wrong, and I blame the federation. I don't know whether they even have...
But you praise here.
No, I said, it doesn't, I even told you I'm not his fan.
Yeah, true.
However much, when he does something, I accredit it.
You appreciate.
The truth is, we don't have any academy in Uganda. I confirm this.
So the others are masqueraders?
They are just, no. They are programs, football programs.
That's why you
see holiday program. You see that in holiday we will be having kids from 11 to 3. They come play football, go. They don't even, that's why I'm telling you, you will see a player, when the referee says this is not a penalty, we'll slap him. Because he has not been nurtured to become a football player.
Yes. Okay, let's pause it there a bit. The reason why we see the Tony Odus who are indisciplined is because they never nurtured from the academy.
Yes. In an academy, you don't only learn football. You don't only learn football in an academy. You learn basics of staying with people.
Okay.
You learn football. You learn actual academics. You learn language. For instance, if you go to Sweden and you're taking your player there in any football academy, he must speak Swedish. Okay. Here in Uganda, we don't have, I don't know whether it is Swahili or Uganda. Then we should be having, that's why they should be actually studying English, because English is an official language, but they are not. That's why you see them, a player is signing a contract of 5 years, and he tells people, I've signed a contract of 2 years. He has not read through, because he's not educated. And people still go on to tell people, we have an academy. No. What have you taught a student, a kid? A kid should know that in football you lose and win. That's why you see players lose and they fight. That's not an academy player. I mean, in football you also learn money management. In football you learn professionalism. How will you save your money? What about if you finish playing football? Some players are still playing in Ugandan Premier League at 30 years. They don't know that they are aging. In football, it is between 15 and 24 years. So a football player should actually think about, how am I going to use these 15 players or 24 years playing football? A player is at 30 years. He's getting a deal of $5,000 to earn money and he's telling me, no, I'm waiting for a big deal. Go get that little money, save it, and you'll use it in the future. I mean, to become a football player, you must have passed in an academy, apart from those skilled ones, extra special. I mean, special talents, like Okero. Okero, even if he didn't go to any academy, maybe you would have seen. Before, that's why you used to see the players like Majidu Musisi, the late. Those guys were so special, were skilled. But nowadays, to play football, you must have passed in an academy, and you must be nurtured. That's why if a scout came here, you'll see the player and he will tell you no. To me, if you ask me one of the best strikers in Uganda, I will tell you Daniel Isiaji. Check his professionalism. Check the way he behaves. Check the way he takes. By the way, if you brought 10 scouts from Barcelona, one from Barcelona, one from Germany or anywhere, and they watch our strikers in Uganda, they will take Isiaji. He's a very good player.
What about the striker at Vipers?
Who?
The one who's banging the goals.
Bayo?
Bayo, yes. Fahad Bayo.
Well, he's a very good player, but he's like Lukaku. Out of 20 chances, he will score for you too.
So in terms of professionalism, wouldn't you take him to a bigger club?
Yeah, he's a very good guy. He listens and he's ready to learn. I'm not his agent. His agent is my good friend. His agent is called Tusha Rupareira. He's my good friend. And I believe since he joined that agents, he's going to add on more, because Tusha is one of the biggest agents as well. So I believe, sometimes the players also, the management that is under him determines a lot. If you are under an agent who doesn't have basics, and he doesn't even advise you, you don't know football, what do you expect from a such player?
Nothing. Of course, those watching us live, this is we are hosting Ronnie Santos today. Reason being that so many players, the public is not sensitized about who is an agent. What is supposed to do? Is supposed to get money from a player. So this afternoon, we are privileged to have been joined by Ronnie Santos, one of the agents in Uganda. He has had players succeed in terms of getting better clubs. Kadda Ucho is the big signing by who's under his file. Then there is he's talked about Dennis Siguma, who's playing in Lebanon, and so many other players. So if you have a question, go to our Facebook page, go to search engine, type the score, and post your question or comment there. We'll be interacting with you. Today we decided to dedicate this to football agencies, because many players have been robbed, many players have been fooled by agents who don't even have connections. One time, Wile Chambade or Jamilu Chambade went to Vietnam. That was a bad deal for Chambade. If he had gone to this North Africa or even South Africa, he would have made a name there. But going to Vietnam for me was a bad move for Wile, and since then he has never resurrected. Santos, how come that players are ill-advised by agents? I mean, if I was an agent of Alan Okello, I would be looking at Kanyaspa in Turkey. I would look at around Europe. Let's say Cyprus. Let's say countries like Iceland, so that I can get a better deal. How come it's easier for you to send players to South Africa, to DRC, to Lesotho? Why not Europe? Why shouldn't you go for those 20 top leagues in Europe? Why?
Thank you. On 5th January this month, I was in Turkey. I was in Besiktas. I was with the sporting director of Besiktas. We sat together for around 30 minutes. He gave me time. In every 1 minute, he receives more than 10 calls. Every agent calls. Hello, I'm a Nigerian agent. I have Messi here. After 2 minutes, after 2 seconds. Hello, I'm calling you from Senegal. I have Ronaldo. You need to look at him. I mean, the agents are too many.
Okay.
The agents are too close to him. He will say, please, I have a very good player. He's going to play African Cup of Nations. Can you tune on and watch him? Can I send you the video? He won African Cup of Nations. He's going to play Olympic Games. That's why I told you our boys are not exposed. Yeah. Exposure beats us. And of course, our agents, we have just come up. To be honest, it is under Magogo that he has, encouraged people to go and become intermediaries. Okay. Myself, I became an agent in his regime. I also credit him for that. Before, we only had Mujib, I think, and a few people who were not given time, who were not, given publications. I mean, to me, I believe the agents are growing many, okay, and we shall have many. And the fact that our boys, our youth team are doing well. Yeah. You see the women's team, under 17, they're playing African Cup, actually World Cup qualifiers. You see the under-20 team is also playing qualifiers. To me, I believe it is a matter of time. Okay. And of course, a player cannot go to Konyashpo. Like you said, a player like Alan Okello. He went to Switzerland. I don't know what happened, whether it was, of course, money, or whether it was maybe failed trials. I don't know. Trials. I'm not his agent. His agent is called Isaac Mwesigwa. Okay. But we have one problem. That's why I said, we have the federation is not minding our players. They only care about, it is very, very bad. That's why a player like KCCA, I'm just giving it as an example. I don't have proof about this. Yeah. But if you go to Chitende, to Vipers Sports Club, they have over 10 players who are under 18. So unfortunate. I think it is only me in Uganda who knows this. Very unfortunate that people who are leading our football doesn't know this. Okay. You go to Vipers Sports Club, they have more than 10 players who are under 18 and they have professional contracts. It's very, very absurd. A player who is not 18 years is not supposed to sign any professional contract. Okay. So what am I trying to say? Alan Okello should have gone for free. And the club compensates KCCA with 30% like the rule states. Okay. But you imagine, I can't prove this, but I believe Alan Okello signed the contract, a professional contract, when he was below 18 years. That's what KCC has been counting on. Because they tell you Kiza Mustafa is 19 years. And they tell you he still have 3 years remaining on his contract. Yeah. It means he signed when he was 16. That's very bad.
That is
and
true.
Shame on you, Fufa. Shame on you, whoever is doing this. It's so sad.
Okay, Ron Santos, as we wind up, it's been good to have Ron Santos in studio, and of course he has explained to you people who have been asking questions about our player agents and how players are sold to various clubs. So Ron Santos, as an agent, he's experienced. Yes, he's experienced, and he has given us an insight on how players are traded in football. Ron Santos, your final remarks.
About football agents, I request the federation, because they employ, they recruit agents. It is all about paying money. Yeah. You go home. They put you on their page. Santos has been registered as an intermediary. They never call us for inductions.
Yes.
They never bring FIFA instructors. Even when a FIFA instructor, they cannot invite us. I think it is not late. They start engaging the agents, because an agent is a big person. You can invite my player to come and play for the national team, and I tell him don't come, because you don't know the terms we agreed in the contract with the club.
Yeah, true.
I have the right to call before Manchester United, or rather Portugal, invites Luis Ronaldo. Mendes knows before.
Yeah,
they
true.
will talk to him and say,
we
are inviting Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Is in the good shape? Because me, I know more than the federation. I know more than the national team.
True.
I know that my player, such Sam, today will not play. I may be knowing. I'm not saying you want to pray today, please.
Okay.
But I may know he's not going to play. Maybe he's mentally disturbed. Maybe he's psychologically not fine. But the federation here is not involving us.
Yeah.
Then also, I encourage them to go on with the youth leagues.
Okay.
Let them go on. If they can get more sponsors.
Yeah.
And of course, we have many players. Then I also thank you for hosting me.
Thank you very much.
And of course, I thank the players who really trusted Ronnie Santos Sports Agents.
Okay.
And of course, the very many clubs in Uganda who've always made business with us. Where we go wrong, of course, we apologize. And we promise to do better.
Okay. And that has been Ronnie Santos, one of the soccer agents in Uganda, and it's of course a successful one, if you ask me. Having a player like Kaida Wicho and Dennis Guma, those are national team players. It's not something easy. And we pray that Ronnie Santos and other agents makes our country bigger. I mean, that is by marketing our players to bigger clubs, to bigger continents, to better leagues than Vietnam, as well as other small countries. But anyway, we'll invite him here some other day to talk about the same topic, because we are as going to the climax of the league. We need to know who is going where and who is going where. Finally, Santos, Mbarara City, finally in 2 minutes. What's up with Mbarara City?
We are very fine. Only that we have one problem. The federation hampered us with the stadium.
Okay.
We have not been playing home, and that is a very big bad. Rather, that's a bad issue for us. I mean, it's a very bad image for us. Playing away from home, it has been giving us difficulties. First of all, our fans, and when we are not playing home, you also feel you cannot feel the way you play home.
Okay.
But I believe they are going to check on our stadium. It is now fine. We believe it was not good, but still have seen many grounds that are almost bad as Kacheka Stadium. But you don't know why ours cannot be allowed to play. They can't allow us to play in Mbarara.
Okay.
I saw Bombo. It is equally bad as Kacheka. I saw Ruzira.
Yeah.
I saw this stadium of Blight Stars last time. It is actually
even Mayuni sometimes is mad.
For Blight Stars, it is 4 times bad.
Okay.
Or worse
than in
Mbarara. But we were not given a chance.
Is there politics involved?
I can't confirm that, but maybe yes, I don't know. But I think it is better if they allow us to have, because in Uganda, it is not only Mbarara City. I believe the whole country hasn't gotten the very best facilities.
Okay.
So it is good we utilize the little ones that are there, and also encourage the Mbarara City team to always maintain the ground, such that we shouldn't be punished to go to play in Bombo, Ruzira, or wherever. But we are coming up. We first of all held Vipers. we can't let others win. And of course, we are going to play Express on Sunday. That's a win for us.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's the best team in Uganda, if you ask me. Express FC Square Pass Motomoto.
Because you support it.
Well, join us. That will be on Monday, and it's been a pleasure having you on the Santos. Thanks for coming as well. It's been good to hosting you, and you've really spoken well about I didn't understand the agents part of it, and now I've understood it very fully, and I'm pretty sure that maybe we'll get back here someday and talk more about trading of players and where their destination and what you need.
When I finish signing my player, I will bring a commission.
Okay. Well, from us, the score team, Eddie Mwesi, thanks so much. Of course, Kamukama Davis, good work done, as well as Mugabe Ronald, thanks so much as well, brother Toro here, and for the backroom staff, that is Alan and Stella. Thanks so much for that good work done. Well, we'll leave you for now and wish you a fantastic afternoon and a blessed weekend. Bye for now.